know the voices of thousands of screaming patients that once called this place home. Tonight, 2 paranormal investigative teams will battle each other in a high-stakes challenge to see who can capture the best paranormal evidence.
Here we go to play with Lily.
I love the smell of EVPs in the morning.
This is Paranormal Challenge, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Some just flew past me.
Go. You spent your whole life screaming for help. Well, help is here. 2 teams.
Dude, what the...
1 night.
Please help me.
1 haunted location. 1 winner. For the ultimate in bragging rights. Within these walls is where hell really existed for these human beings. You can feel that energy.
Zak Bagans, the Paranormal Challenge chairman, is also lead investigator and co-founder of the highly respected and award-winning Ghost Adventures crew.
Listen.
He has completed hundreds of investigations, working with the world's renowned paranormal researchers and scientists.
I chose these teams because they show no fear. This is a great matchup. Girls against the guys. I'm really just excited to see who's tougher, because these spirits are not going to back down.
Appalachie Paranormal, based in West Virginia.
The name Appalachie actually means the people on the other side. My name's Jeff Griffith, and I'm the lead investigator for Appalachie Paranormal. If things get to a more malevolent level, we can take it there.
My name is Matt Klein. I'm the second investigator for Appalachie Paranormal. If there were tragic events, such as here at Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, I want to know where, why, how, as much as possible.
My name is Tony Wright. I'm the equipment tech for Appalachie Paranormal. I want to make sure equipment's handy. When they need it, they get it, and that we're ready to roll.
Equipment tech doesn't do him justice because he's also just as much an investigator.
2 teams are going to be committed tonight, but only 1 is coming out a winner, and that's Appalachie Paranormal.
Gals Paranormal, based in West Virginia.
There's not a lot of people out there that's ballsy enough to do this type of work. And if you are, you have to be serious about it. And we are very serious. I'm Andy Joyce. I am the lead investigator of Gals Paranormal.
She's our go-getter. She's the one with all the energy.
My name is Stacy McGrew. I am the second investigator with Gals Paranormal. She's my right-hand gal. If we need to put her as bait by herself, she's not scared of anything.
My name's Jackie Horn, and I'm the equipment tech. You know, we all have an equal role in the investigations, but I'm the one that knows how to turn on the camera.
They're all guys, we're all girls. Anything men can do, girls can do better.
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is unlike any other mental institutions that are still standing and in existence. There's been an upwards of 50,000 reported deaths. You can feel that.
For over a century, patients at the Trans-Allegheny Asylum, once referred to as the Weston State Hospital, endured some of the most barbaric indignities in America. Originally built in 1864 to hold 250 patients, by the 1950s, it was overflowing with over 2,500 beds.
The electrodes are applied and the first shock is given.
Renegade doctors gave patients electroshock therapy with impunity. Lobotomies were conducted on patients every day without anesthesia.
He drives the point through the orbital plate, and at a depth of 5 centimeters, he strongly elevates the handle of the instrument, often fracturing the orbital plate.
These savage injustices took their toll on the patients, who committed murder and suicide all over the manicured grounds. Now shuttered, it is believed thousands of unavenged spirits remain trapped behind Trans-Allegheny's decaying stone walls.
Teams, welcome. Appalachie Paranormal, the guys against literally the gals. I want to introduce you to Rebecca. Rebecca owns this place.
Trans-Allegheny expert Rebecca Jordan will take the teams on a walkthrough of the locations. The information gathered here will serve as a guide for both teams that they will later be judged on in their investigations.
Before I release you, she's holding a book. A very special book that gives me chills. It details a big majority of the deaths that happened within this building.
Names, occurrences, everything. It's absolutely amazing.
So maybe she'll let you look at some of that information to possibly help you win this challenge. Are you guys ready to walk through this place?
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca, take them around, tell them all about the history, and I'll be seeing you guys later.
From this board, you'll often hear stories about Lily. We believe she's around 9 years old. We're not sure if she was admitted with a patient, if she was admitted as a patient, or if she was a nurse's or a doctor's daughter. They've seen her supposedly with dark hair and a white dress. The room behind you is actually where she plays, but we just know that she still roams the halls searching for something. Now, right over on this side, you're going to hear about old Ruth. She was here for about 23 years, unfortunately. She had a permanent psychosis. She was very depressed. She was manic. And she was permanently confined in what was called a feeder chair. And it's something like a wheelchair, except for you have a bar across the top where you can eat. We're about to enter the Civil War section. It's the oldest part of the facility. To your right is the original kitchen and the pharmacy. In this area, you're going to come across Jacob Ayers. Now, Jacob was around 29 to 30 years old when he was first admitted in 1892. He had a lot of problems, primarily with drinking and depression. This is a scene of a very gruesome crime. It involved 2 very violent patients and 1 mentally challenged patient. What the 2 patients had done, they had strung up the other patient by a sheet. They threw the sheet over the pipe, and they kept pulling him up, hanging him, and then as soon as he'd pass out, they'd let him down. They put his head on the ground, and they put one of the beds on top of it, and they jumped on top of the bed until the bedpost actually pierced his brain. Right now, we're at the end of Ward V. Now, we had a very different type of experience in this room. It's the only place in the facility that we've had a possession type of experience. It was right behind me against this closet door. Now, what had happened, the lady had come in here. As she leaned against the door, she felt herself kind of slip away and something come into her body. Now, she wasn't able to move, to speak, or anything, but one thing that she does recall while she was in it is she saw people walking around in old Victorian-type clothing. It's a very interesting experience, very unique to this particular location.
With the competition set to begin, Zak gets each team geared up with the most advanced paranormal detection equipment for tonight's challenge.
Teams, how you doing? Whoa, it's like pink explosion over here.
That's right.
Guys, quick question. Are you guys triplets?
Yes.
No. Matching shoes are really cute.
You like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Teams, each of you are going to be receiving the same exact pieces of equipment. 2 night vision camcorders, 1 thermal imaging camera. You will get a millimeter that measures for electromagnetic energy and temperature. You also get a full spectrum still camera and a full spectrum camcorder. You also get 2 digital recorders apiece. So you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
The spirits here like energy. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
That's what they like. That's what they sense. That's what they're going to feed off of. Teams, wait for my signal. Suit up right now, and we'll see you in a little bit. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Teams will conduct their investigation simultaneously. Appalachia will begin in the north end and the Civil War wing, and Gal's Paranormal will begin in the south end of the 3rd and 4th floors. Strict time constraints are designed to push each team to the limit. They will only be given 2 hours to complete part 1 of the investigation, then switch locations and continue investigating for 2 more hours in part 2. Teams will be judged on overall teamwork, technological proficiency, historical knowledge, and audio and visual evidence they are ultimately able to capture. Tonight's judges are 3 of the country's most notable paranormal experts.
Very violent, very scary, and very dark.
Dave Schrader, acclaimed paranormal conference lecturer, co-author of The Other Side, A Teen's Guide to Ghost Hunting, and host of the wildly popular internet talk show, Darkness Radio.
Now, what did they hear? Did you hear that too, Bill?
Yeah, it was like a banging.
Bill Chappell, a skeptic, an electrical engineer, and creator of the Ovulus, EM pumps, and the PX device.
Is she going to remember to go to that room?
I think so.
Awesome.
And Chris Fleming, an award-winning medium appearing on numerous television shows, and a paranormal conference lecturer.
As always, Big Dave Schrader, my chief judge. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing fantastic.
Bill, you're going to be watching Appalachia Paranormal, who's starting in Zone 1. Chris, you got Gal's Paranormal starting in Zone 2. Judges, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
All right, let's ask the contestants if they're ready. Appalachia Paranormal, are you guys with the matching Converse shoes ready?
Ready to go. Do it.
Gals, are you ready to start?
Yeah!
I think that's a yes. All right, the portals are open. Let the challenge begin.
All right, let's go.
2 hours, judges. Start right now. Remember, we're judging them on the use of history, technology, and also teamwork. How well they're working together as a team. Let's go, Appalachia. Audio up.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this opportunity, and we just ask that you would provide your protection for us. We thank you for that. Amen. All right, guys, let's do this.
Get that camera on there. What was that?
You hate Matthew and Tony? Is that what you're saying?
The teams are being watched by robotic cameras that we have placed all around the building, also some static cameras, and each team also has a handheld camera operator following them around, and then a camera utility audio guy that's following him. We're going to be able to hear all the audio from the teams as they're investigating. We also have all of the cameras that you see here on this screen. This is a full functioning nerve center. I call it the Batcave.
If there's anyone here with us this evening, I have a device in my hand. It measures electromagnetic energy. Lily, honey, if you're running around here, you don't have to be afraid of us. I know we're a couple of big sweaty guys right now coming in, but we promise we're not here to do you any harm. Lily, honey, are you just running around all of us, just kind of playing?
That's what I'm kind of feeling like, is like she's just running around.
Lily's a small girl. We believe she's around 9 years old. She still roams the halls searching for something. We've heard it's her mother. Just a very sad story.
Are you playing tag with me? If that's the case, can you come over here and see if you can run by me real quick and tag Matt? Can you do that?
As an electrical engineer and designer of a lot of equipment that we use, what are the spirits doing to cause this device to react that way?
Well, you know, everybody's got a limited amount of a capacitive field and a charge. Either you'll give off or attenuate. As something comes close to the antenna in that device, it'll sense that change in those fields or static charge or EMF and drop it off. So
the use of technology, which is your department, how are they doing so far?
They're doing real well.
I had a great uncle here named Romy Kidd, who also had a son here named Sherman Kidd. If any of the spirits here know who Romy and who Sherman are, I would be more than honored if you all would tell me anything you know about my great uncle and my great cousin.
Mandy is actually trying to relate to them on a very, very good level by communicating and talking about her own relatives that were once patients here.
We need any sign of the spirit world to come talk to us at this moment. You can talk to any of our devices.
My heart is beating out of my chest.
Here.
There's a lot of on in here.
Listen, here.
Chris, you're a psychic medium.
Right.
How can spiritual energy do that to you? Can it, once they come into contact with you, you can take on their personality?
Absolutely. They can affect your emotions, even if you're very stable, cause you to get irritated or agitated, which I just witnessed and I was making comments on. And then right after, she began to recognize it wasn't actually her, it was something else that was causing
I
it.
feel like I'm going to pass out, but that's okay. That's what happened in here. I'm good.
Could you do that one more time? I know this is a bit tedious, but we really, really... What was that?
What was that?
Did you guys hear that?
Did you hear that?
They just heard something? Audio up,
There was just
Appalachia?
a crazy screech.
And for the record,
Whoa.
Ruth, are you out here? Did you just yell at someone?
She was here for about 23 years. She had a permanent psychosis, and she was permanently confined in a feeder chair.
guys, I am covered. There was another response just now.
Whoa. They're getting audible responses right now. Audio up.
You know what I want to be thinking? I love the smell of EVPs in the morning, and that's what we're hoping to get.
I have a little box that's sitting here on the floor in front of me. Can you tell us some of the things that you've heard or what went on around you?
Every time I see them, they're like...
And look at this, back to back.
They're like
covering
soldiers.
3 different angles.
Absolutely.
They're like soldiers.
That's
like
amazing.
commandos.
Yeah.
Right.
they cover every single angle, these girls.
Yep.
Not only are they tough, but they have like the investigative style of a Navy SEAL platoon.
Jacob, old pal, I've heard tell that people try to keep your beer away from you. What if I told you that I could possibly help you find some beer
Well, according to the book, hang on a second. You're hearing Matt, and he's asking a spirit for beer right now because right here, that Jacob Ayers claims that someone has beer and has violent threats upon himself and others. We finally have the information of how these patients were, why they were committed here, how they died, what problems they had, the personalities they had. All these clues that are now opened up to these investigators.
Hear that?
Yeah, it sounds like something settling to me or a water drip.
It's like it's right here, a drip, but there's not a drip that I can find.
Maybe it's Jacob's beer dripping, because they can't find the beer.
What was that?
Whoa, whoa, did you hear that?
I'm really nauseous right now.
Over here at Appalachia Paranormal, the guys are in the Civil War wing. Let's go audio up and check in on Appalachia.
Hit something?
There's a voice.
You could hear a voice?
Something's right there.
Did our skeptic judge just say he heard a voice?
I faintly thought I heard a voice just now through here.
So just seconds left of round one. Both teams, I think, doing an excellent job. I think they're really neck and neck at this point.
Memo, are you here with us? If you're here with us, make this machine go off.
Overkill.
All right, come on. I'm trying to stop this thing, but I can't.
Teams, that's the end of round one. Please head back. Hey teams, how you doing?
Doing great, right?
All right, let's get to it. My chief judge, Dave Schrader, is going to let you know how the judges feel you're doing in all of the categories. Dave.
Well, teams, this is the part where you ready yourself, because we're not going to hold back as judges. And I got to tell you, watching both of the teams so far, I'm extremely disappointed. I have absolutely nothing negative to say. You guys have done a fantastic job. Very good.
Yay!
All right, teams, before we release you to begin round two, there's something that we want to show you that's kind of interesting. We're going to bring in Billy Tolley, our Paranormal Challenge audio-visual tech, to play this clip for you. Billy?
Now that part one is completed, Zak presents the teams with evidence captured previously by an independent investigator to be used as a reference for part two.
Now watch this. In one of the wards, you're going to see a dog, a Great Dane that used to live here. The dog is captured on a surveillance camera, playing with somebody, but the somebody isn't there. Watch this. You know when you get down on a dog, you're like, come here, come here. Play this also. Pretty impressive, right, teams? Okay.
In addition to the evidence that Zak has presented, they are both given a new piece of equipment, a spirit box, which scans the FM radio band and allows spirits to communicate by forming words.
All right, teams, are you ready for round two?
Absolutely.
Are you ready for round two? Yeah! That's more like it. I think they heard it. Wait for our signal. See ya.
Teams will now switch locations and continue investigating for 2 more hours. Gal's Paranormal will now take on Zone 1, and Appalachia Paranormal will now explore Zone 2.
All right, we're just getting ready to start round two. Judges, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's get this started. Appalachia Paranormal, you guys ready?
Yeah!
Gal's Paranormal, you ready for the second round?
Yeah!
I love the energy. Mm-hmm. Let's begin.
Okay, there you go. Point one. Is that you trying to come in contact with us? You're staying. It's staying right there. Does that mean you're standing right in front of me? What was that? That was loud.
Big bang.
Whoa, really?
Right in front of me? What was... Right in front of me? What was...
There's a sound audibly down there. Oh.
Oh, man, that's... It's all right. Are you here?
For the record, at the exact same time that we heard the sound down there, this went off. I don't know in the spirit world if it's possible for a spirit to manipulate.
What was that?
There was a sound down here just now. And once more.
Whoa.
This is going off every time. We're hearing the sound.
As they're hearing unexplained noises, they're getting readings from the meter.
And they're asking a good question. Can a spirit bilocate? Can it be in two places at once with the energy? If it is an energy form, why can't it? It could set off a bang and then set off the meter, let them know that, yeah, this is me.
Audio up.
We've had the REM pod, and the antenna actually pick up movement around it. It's lighting up, so it does feel that we're possibly onto something here.
Is he beginning to talk more and more like Bill Clinton? This spirit is not, read my lips. I did not do this spirit.
I'm back.
Are you following us? So in the second round, the Gals Paranormal, now in Zone 1.
There, I just heard footsteps. Shh. Silent. Silent. Stop. Was that footsteps we just heard?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, look, here's a ball.
Hey, you want to play ball?
Whoa, whoa.
Did you hear that?
You want to play ball?
I heard that.
There was noises there.
There was a male voice that responded.
Present that to me for missed opportunity.
This disembodied voice that was heard by the judges at the Nerve Center was later analyzed. Shockingly, it appears to be an intelligent response to Gals Paranormal.
Hey, you want to play ball? Hang on. Make an X. Put the ball in the center of the X.
Here's a key element during an investigation. They are marking where they're setting their ball so that later on, if the ball has moved from that target, they will be able to tell if a spirit has moved it or if some kind of energy has moved that ball.
Absolutely awesome.
Hello, my name is Dr. Freeman. Someone's getting a lobotomy today.
Dr. Freeman was a neurologist who performed over 2,500 lobotomies, many of which took place here at Trans-Allegheny Asylum.
You completed so many of them yesterday. I don't know how many more patients can take that.
I got nothing but time.
You guys want to try a little spirit box session?
Yeah, I do.
They're going to do a spirit box session too. I'm listening to this.
Okay.
You got that, okay?
You got it. You got it.
Come on, you got to channel that energy. Okay. Oh, nothing over here.
What? You said hate? Who do you hate? Is there someone here? It said Matthew? Hate you. It said hate you. Okay.
I did tell him I was Dr.
Tony.
Freeman.
It said Tony. Okay.
Look at my arm. Look at my arm, dude. I mean, my hair is standing up and everything, man.
Almost every time after a question was asked, something happened within seconds.
Let's go audio up, please, on Gals Paranormal.
Jacob, are you here? Come and hang out with me in here, Jacob. We can have a little privacy. Is that what you need? You've been stuck here an awfully long time, baby.
Look at that. Stacy's actually inviting Jacob to come spend some solo time with her.
Down tonight.
Wow. Offering to make love and get down tonight.
Audio up on Stacy.
Just think of the things we could do.
Jeez, see?
Wow.
And really nauseous right now. Really.
Starting to feel something. Something's starting to get to her now.
It's all right. There's plenty of other men in this world. I don't need you. But I want you. That is a necessity for me. My, the things we could do, Jake.
Would it be wrong if the judges each donned a white sheet and went upstairs? See if we can get some action.
Okay, there's 4 guys here. We're all looking at this one monitor.
Yeah.
Chris, watch your girls.
I just got
to watch the guys.
High fives, guys.
Great stuff, great stuff.
Good work, team.
It's time for evidence. Audio up on Appalachia. The first spirit box session they did was pretty impressive.
Charlie, can you hear me right now? Why did those evil men do that to you in here? It's such a horrible thing. Why did they do it?
Was an anomaly? Something passed over there? Whoa, whoa. See, that's right where I saw it.
And he gets touched at that same time.
Are you trapped here? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The voices aren't part of the radio system that's playing. The voice seems to be above or elevated above the sound of the radio frequency.
10 minutes left before we call you back, teams.
We got a ball, dude. True.
Oh, the ball moved.
Damn it, and the camera was out.
They got the ball moved.
They did?
Went back to
Audio
normal,
up on
the ball
gals.
moved. It was originally right on the center. Now it's moved.
Stacy, come around on this side so you can see that the ball is not in the center of the X. That's awesome. Awesome. Come here.
Chris, when they first started to set the ball up, when they put it there, it began to roll. Does this impress you to come back and see the ball's moved an inch or two?
No, because we don't know. They haven't clarified whether or not there's any breaks in the windows and any wind coming in.
Great point.
That was hacking awesome that ball moved.
That's awesome. There's no wind in here.
Whoa.
There ain't no wind blowing.
They are documenting, though, that there was no wind drafts in there. You guys might want to cover up on this.
Great stuff, great stuff.
Good work, team.
During this investigation, I think we come out with some really great evidence. I can't wait to get in there and just dive into it tomorrow.
We rocked it. I mean, it was awesome.
Now that both investigations are officially completed, teams must lock up all of their materials and evacuate the premises until morning. The teams return the next morning to review their evidence. They'll present the 4 most compelling pieces captured during the competition. 2 audio and 2 visual.
It's judgment time. This is all about pride, respect, credibility.
I feel like we're going to win this thing. It's going to be big for Appalachia Paranormal.
Somebody has to go away winner, somebody goes away loser. We're rocking this.
It's judgment time. Judges, you ready to let the teams know how they did? Let's bring them in. Teams, come on in. Appalachia Paranormal. Good to see you guys. Gals, how you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah? Quick question. Do you guys have, like, your own little language? Like, they're not really words, but you guys seem to, like, remember, Dave? It's time for evidence. Jeff, you're allowed to present the judges with 2 pieces of audio evidence. Do you have 2 pieces to present to us?
We do. The first one that we're going to show you is actually an EVP that we picked up, and it was a threat to one of our team members.
Do you want to physically harm Tony?
Now, what are you claiming this is?
When he says, do you want to physically harm Tony? It's, yeah.
All right, play it again, please, Billy.
Do you want to physically harm Tony? Do you want to physically harm Tony?
Did you guys hear this?
Not audibly with our ears.
We heard it this morning when we... Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good catch.
Jeff, do you have a second piece of audio evidence to present the judges?
We do. This one, actually, when I was in the point of view camera, Tony and Matt picked this one up.
What are you making out the statement to say?
The statement actually says, yes, the girl.
We were trying to engage about who committed a murder.
And you get a response that says the girl.
The girl, which didn't add up with what we expected.
Billy, please play it. Play it again, Billy.
Was that coming directly from the spirit box?
We heard it with this, through the spirit box, but we didn't make it out until we heard it implanted on the recorder, and then it was obvious what it was saying.
Appalachia Paranormal. The 3 of you guys get to present the judges with 2 pieces of visual evidence. Jeff, do you have 2?
We do. I started snapping some full spectrum still shots. I see what looks to be a shadow figure.
Bring it up, Bill. Can you please point out the features?
I believe the head, arm, leg, and arm. And one thing that impressed me was even on the leg, it almost looked, you can see the light source through the leg. And then when you go to the next photo, there's nothing there, and I snapped them one right after the other.
Chris, Dave, Bill, I need to ask you, do you see what appears to be a shadow figure?
Okay, look in here. I can see what you're talking about, looking like this is a leg, and I can see what looks like a head and a shoulder. My question is it just a play with the shadows and a little bit of what they call maybe some matrixing? But it does have what looks like a torso, so I got to give you credit for that.
Appalachia Paranormal, thank you guys very much. You may step aside. Let's bring in Gals Paranormal. Gals, how you doing? The winner of Paranormal Challenge, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, is...
Team Appalachia has already presented their evidence to the judges. Now Gals Paranormal will present theirs.
Gals, how you doing?
Doing great.
Did you have a good evidence review?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you capture some evidence?
Yes, we did.
We want to hopefully see it and hear it. Did you get 2 pieces of audio evidence?
Yes, we did. This was up on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
What you're going to notice here, this is a flat piece. These are echoed.
Did you make it out to saying anything?
We think it says something like, oh, well, I've got a reason.
All right, Billy, go ahead and play it.
Hear the echo after and before, but then that's flat.
I'm just curious, who was, the recorder was sitting stationary?
Yes.
Was one of you closer to it than the other two?
We were kind of staggered. She was probably closer to it, but you'll hear me, I'm like across from it.
Bill, can you loop that piece?
This piece here?
Yeah, and go just before it, too.
Ow, 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 my knees.
I thought that too at once, but it says, if you listen to the very end, it's easin.
How sure are you that it isn't one of you? How sure are you?
I'm about 95% sure it's not us.
Mandy, do you have a second piece of audio evidence?
We saved this best for a second.
Okay.
You've announced, teams, you have 10 minutes left.
Okay.
So I'm making the announcement. Come on, guys, we got 10 minutes. We got to wrap it up. Anybody have anything left to tell us? And this male voice tells us something. You all better be getting.
Male voice.
Yeah.
Billy, play it.
Come on, tell us first. We've only got about 10 minutes left.
Play it again and loop it, please.
I definitely hear a male voice there, and it's got like an older gentleman is saying something. So I do believe there's an EVP there. To exactly what it's saying, it would take a little bit more analyzing.
Mandy, do you have any visual evidence to present to us?
We have 2 pieces, Zach. Okay, the first one took place, it's our static cam on the tripod.
Okay, night vision camcorder.
Night vision camcorder, we set it at the end of the hall. You'll see 2 orbs. You'll see the first one come at the bottom, and then the other one shoots up the wall as she walks out of the frame.
So we're looking at 2 suspected
Like
orbs. Billy, please play the clip.
And there goes one. There goes one up the wall.
Judges, any comments?
To me, it looks like a light reflection more than, you know, an actual illuminated orb or dust or something like that.
Do you have a second piece of visual
We
evidence?
do. This one takes place down in the Civil War area, in the kitchen. We were in there talking to Jack. You're going to see an orb come out of mid-frame. It disappears. It comes back, disappears again, and I think you all will find the color of it very interesting.
Okay. Billy, please play it.
You're going to see it come from just mid-wall, right there, disappears, there, disappears, comes back.
Play it again, please, Bill. It's very interesting. It's like fluorescent blue.
Yeah.
It seems to be like this, and then this. It like folds itself. Judges, any comments?
It seems like it's covering the surface, and it's going along the surface. So for me, that could be maybe a laser or some type of light.
You see it go here, and then up over, and then onto the background, and then up.
With the light bends.
It's like it's a reflection almost.
Girls, thank you very much, but now it's time for the judges and myself to deliberate. Teams, you may be released right now. We'll call you back shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job.
So is it fair to say that out of the 3 categories of history, teamwork, and technology, I think this is a first. This is a split decision on these 3 categories.
Definitely.
This is going to come down to the evidence. Do we all agree on that? Bill?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Dave?
I can't choose one team either way on any of the 3. I think they were very strong.
Chris, do you agree?
Yeah, they were even. Yeah.
Let's go right to the evidence. As far as the audio evidence, the biggest thing that's sticking in the back of my mind is the audio clip that the gals, presented to us. I gotta be honest, a lot of times when I was watching with you, I could hear the girls complaining about their knees.
So did I, absolutely.
When they were getting up, standing up.
While we were standing here waiting and you were releasing the teams, Stacy from the Gals Paranormal team bent over and said, oh God, my knees, and started rubbing her knees again.
And Zach said, play once full freight for us.
The knees.
So right in front of us, we just saw a reenactment of what we believe to be the EVP. So I think that EVP's got to be just discounted.
I agree.
I agree. Okay, let's switch over to video. The girls supplied us with, I think, dust.
Dust definitely in video 1.
There goes one. There goes one.
I do believe there's orbs of energy that are partial manifestations of spirits, but they tend to be intelligent. They'll bounce off you, they'll hover, they'll ponder. Yeah, they have different qualities. Dust is very transparent, very gray. The characteristics of what they supplied us very much looked like dust.
I'd agree.
All right, what'd you guys think about the still photos that Appalachia provided to us? I did see what appeared to be some type of figure.
From photograph 1 to photograph 2, I do see a difference in the shadow area back
So
there.
do I. Let's go meet and greet the teams and tell them who won Paranormal Challenge.
I feel like we're going to win this thing. It's going to be big for Appalachia Paranormal.
Someone has to win, someone has to lose. It's a huge learning experience.
Gals Paranormal. Appalachia Paranormal. Before we announce a winner, I got a question. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Loved it. Dave, would you like to add anything?
We had to discard the first 3 categories because you were so good in all 3 categories. But it did come down to your evidence.
And with that said, it's time to announce a winner. The winner of Paranormal Challenge, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, is... Appalachia Paranormal.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations, guys. The hat goes up. Congratulations,
Thank
boys.
you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Tony, now that we won Paranormal Challenge, where are you going?
I'm going to Disney World.
Well, girls, we did our best. We won. We're still winners. I know what we caught, and I'm confident in knowing that it was that close that they had to make that call.
Some absolutely amazing investigation.
Fantastic.
You guys rocked that.
Be proud of yourself.
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, it's like Yankee Stadium of all haunted sites. If you can handle the spirits here, you're in the major leagues.